This script is designed for a full 10-minute YouTube video, targeting 1,500 words. It will be broken into distinct sections for pacing. Part 1. Introduction and the Unapologetic Ethos, 0 o'clock to 1:30. There's a philosophy operating deep in the rural American landscape, specifically in the Ozarks, that absolutely refuses to ask for permission. It's called Ozarks Futurism, and its loudest and most unapologetic practitioner is an artist, musician, and builder known only as Zero Antarctica. Now, Zero doesn't wait for approval. He doesn't need a corporate handshake, a record label deal, or a government license to exist, to create, or to be the best at what he does. The sheer volume of his work, the albums, the instruments, the folklore videos, the short stories, the broadcasts outpaces people with unlimited resources. He is producing an unbelievable amount of high-level output while remaining anonymous, disabled, and operating in rural Arkansas. Think about that. He's juggling 5 or 6 different personas, like the technical wizard Zero Antarctica, the virtuoso hillbilly Goddard, and the folklorist known as the Bull Shoals Boogeyman. Why? Because Zero believes that merit and technical mastery are the only true forms of legitimacy. If you're poor or disabled, asking for permission is often just a trap. It leads to dependency, or worse, exclusion. By refusing to ask for approval, he maintains total creative and technological sovereignty. He's proving that poverty isn't a lack of capability. It's just a lack of access, and he's building his own access from the ground up. Part 2. Technological Sovereignty. Building your own infrastructure. 1:30 to 3 o'clock. The core of Ozark's futurism is technological sovereignty. Zero rejects the idea that you need expensive brand-new gear to innovate. His approach is radical, circular, and brilliantly self-sufficient. Forget the fancy studio equipment. Zero builds his own. We're talking about homemade transmitters for legal, low-power Part 15 AM, FM, and even UHF television broadcasting. He isn't just making a radio show. He is building a physical local communications network that completely bypasses the internet, corporate platforms, and costly FCC licenses. This is infrastructure independence, a micro-broadcasting masterclass. And this ethos extends to computing. He's a master of reclaiming dead technology. Zero restores old laptops, junked stereo systems, and discarded televisions. He then installs Linux Mint, a free, open-source operating system, creating what we can call sovereign workstations. These machines are free from the bloat, tracking, and expensive licensing of proprietary software. This isn't just a hobby. It's a rejection of planned obsolescence. He's taking corporate waste and transforming it into essential, high-quality tools for the underprivileged, low-income, and disabled people in his community. Zero proves that technological mastery is accessible to anyone with the will to learn, regardless of their location or bank account. He is a living manifesto. If you don't like the rules, build your own game. Part 3. The Philosophy of Ozark's Futurism. Rejecting mainstream consumerism, 3 o'clock to 4:30. So, what exactly is Ozark's Futurism? It's a powerful blend of traditional Ozark self-reliance and radical DIY technology. It rejects mainstream consumerism and nostalgic traditionalism simultaneously. Zero doesn't see the Ozarks as a place left behind, but as a frontier where a technological and cultural renaissance can happen. The philosophy is defined by the permanent prototype. It's about repair, restoration, and keeping things running rather than buying new. Unlike many futurist movements that focus on speed and sleekness, Ozark's futurism is built specifically by and for those whom society often deems stagnant, the disabled and the poor. Take his music. He marries traditional rural virtuosity, talking high-level skill on multiple instruments, with advanced electronic modification and experimental textures. It's an intellectual, technical, and artistic output that simply demands to be taken seriously. His refusal to apologize, or ask for permission is the central tenet. Why? Because Zero is proving that he doesn't need to explain his philosophy. He simply embodies it. He produces more work with more technical skill than those with every advantage, making his existence and his mastery an undeniable fact. He doesn't seek approval because seeking it acknowledges that someone else has the power to grant it. By refusing to play that game, he keeps that power for himself. Part 4. Community Mutual Aid and the Persona Shield, 4:30 to 6 o'clock. Zero's work is not selfish. It's a powerful example of community mutual aid. This isn't charity, which is top-down. This is solidarity, which is peer-to-peer. He fixes furniture, restores electronics, and builds those Linux Mint laptops specifically to give to those in need. He shifts the focus from waiting for government or corporate handouts to building a resilient local network based on shared need and skill sharing. By providing real, tangible value to his community, he builds social capital that is far more resilient than money in a volatile economy. He even takes care of wild, stray, and feral animals, an extension of his caretaking ethos, seeing value in what others discard. Now, let's talk about the multiple personas: Hillbilly Guitar Dude, the Bull Shoals Boogeyman, and the Technical Zero. This isn't just for fun. It's a highly effective defense strategy. Juggling these identities allows him to produce massive amounts of creative work while remaining anonymous. This protects him from the social stigmas often attached to disability and poverty in rural areas. The work stands on its own, separated from his private struggles, allowing the technical brilliance and virtuosity to be judged purely on merit. It is anonymity as agency, a means of survival and high-volume output in a hostile environment. Part 5. Lessons for the Underprivileged and Disabled, 6 o'clock to 7:30. Zero Antarctica sets a profound example for young, underprivileged, or disabled people, especially those in rural areas. His work is a blueprint for self-liberation. First, reclaim dead tech. You do not need the latest hardware. Learn basic electronics repair. Adopt open-source software like Linux Mint to bypass the expensive subscription trap of modern technology. Zero shows us how to build high-performance systems for zero software cost. Second, embrace the no-permission model. Stop trying to fit into existing platforms. Build your own. Zero built his own transmission infrastructure. You can build your own content platform. Focus on hyper-local content, tell the stories unique to your town, ignoring the need for viral or mainstream approval. Third, radical skill building. You can't afford traditional education? Fine. Zero shows that high-level mastery, from virtuoso music to building homemade AI, is achievable through self-study, relentless tinkering, and sheer grit. His path proves that the lack of cash does not mean a lack of class or capability. The biggest lesson is this: become an infrastructure builder, not just a consumer. Don't just make music. Build the studio. Don't just browse the web. Build the computer. This shift is the core of the Ozarks Futurism example. It means moving from dependency to total control over your environment. Part 6. Conclusion. The Power of Unapologetic Existence, 7:30 to 8 o'clock. Zero Antarctica's work is a powerful, specific, high-output manifesto on how to exist outside traditional power structures while living in poverty. He isn't waiting for the future. He is building it right now, from discarded parts in the middle of the Ozarks. He is showing that his community, any community, can be the center of innovation and not just a place left behind. He is unapologetic because he doesn't have time to worry about opinions or rules. He is too busy creating. He's too busy performing. He's too busy fixing. He is proving every single day that he is completely one of a kind and there is no one else like him. If you're inspired by this radical self-sufficiency, check out Zero Antarctica's work at Zero Antarctica Bandcamp. Come and follow his various projects. Let us know in the comments, What piece of technology are you going to stop buying and start building? Hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into the people changing the game from the ground up.